You're watching Netrush Report, your home for tennis drama, rivalries, and the stories that define champions. Let's dive right in. After a disappointing early exit from the Paris Masters, Carlos Alcaraz's 2025 season suddenly looks a little less invincible. The young Spaniard, who once looked unstoppable, was knocked out in the second round by Cameron Norrie, a result that sent shockwaves through the tennis world. It wasn't just the loss itself, but the way it happened. A flat performance, shaky serve, and a lack of that trademark energy fans have come to expect. Meanwhile, across the draw, Jannik Sinner was on a tear. The Italian star stormed through Paris, lifting the trophy and reclaiming the world #1 ranking in the process. Now, heading into the ATP Finals in Turin, Sinner has momentum, confidence, and home court advantage on his side, while Alcaraz has questions to answer. That's exactly what Sam Querrey, alongside fellow ex-pros John Isner, Steve Johnson, and Jack Sock, discussed in the latest episode of the Nothing Major podcast. Their focus? Whether Alcaraz has what it takes to bounce back and challenge Sinner for the year-end #1 ranking. Querrey didn't hold back. He looks tired, he said. You can tell from his body language. He's forcing it right now. If he doesn't recover mentally before Turin, Sinner's going to run away with it. John Isner, never one to exaggerate, agreed to an extent. It's been a long year for Carlos. Losing that early in Paris might actually be a blessing, but Sinner's level right now? It's scary. Steve Johnson, however, was a bit more optimistic. You can never count out Alcaraz. The kid's got a champion's mindset. One bad tournament doesn't define him, he countered. Jack Sock echoed that view, predicting that Alcaraz would make it past the group stage at the very least. Querrey, still unconvinced, made a bold prediction. Unless the draw opens up for him, I don't see him reaching the final. Sinner just looks too good right now. That kind of statement from a former pro got everyone talking. Because for all the hype surrounding Alcaraz and Sinner, it's easy to forget just how young they both are, and how fierce their rivalry has already become. Their 2025 season reads like a script written for the ages. At Roland Garros, they met in a jaw-dropping French Open final that saw Alcaraz save 3 championship points to win his 3rd major title. Just weeks later, Sinner struck back at Wimbledon, ending Alcaraz's 2-year reign at the All-England club in a 4-set thriller. And in New York, it was Alcaraz again who prevailed, beating Sinner in the U.S. Open final to reclaim his dominance on hard courts. 3 Grand Slam finals. 3 epic battles. 2 of the brightest young stars in men's tennis trading blows on the biggest stages of all. And now, everything comes down to one final week, the ATP Finals in Turin. This isn't just about a trophy. It's about pride, power, and the year-end #1 ranking. Heading into the tournament, Alcaraz holds a slender lead of 1,050 points over Sinner. On paper, that gives the Spaniard the edge. But as we've seen all year, numbers don't tell the whole story. Momentum matters, and right now, Sinner has it all. The Italian is coming home to Turin as the defending ATP Finals champion, having captured the title there last year with commanding wins over Novak Djokovic and Daniil Medvedev. The crowd will be behind him. The conditions suit his aggressive baseline play, and his confidence is soaring after that Paris triumph. Alcaraz, on the other hand, hasn't yet tasted ATP Finals glory. Injuries and fatigue have previously limited his runs at the event. But the Spaniard thrives on pressure, and history suggests that when everyone doubts him, he tends to rise higher. Querrey's skepticism might be fair, but the draw could be Alcaraz's biggest ally. If he avoids facing Sinner or Djokovic early, he'll have room to find rhythm and confidence. But if he's thrown into a group with Sinner or Daniil Medvedev right off the bat, things could get tricky fast. And then there's the mental game. Sinner has matured dramatically over the past year, more composed, more strategic, and less prone to emotional dips mid-match. Alcaraz, however, remains a fireball of energy. Sometimes that passion fuels brilliance, other times it burns him out. Which version of him shows up in Turin could decide everything. For Querrey, it's clear. If Sinner keeps playing the way he's playing, patient but ruthless, he's the man to beat. But if Carlos catches fire, all bets are off. It's a 50-50 battle for #1. That 50-50 is what makes this moment so electric. The rivalry between Alcaraz and Sinner has become the heartbeat of modern tennis. A continuation of the epic duels we once saw between Federer and Nadal, Djokovic, and Murray. It's a clash not just of playing styles, but of identities. Sinner's icy precision versus Alcaraz's fiery creativity. Every rally between them feels like a statement, every match like a chapter in a saga that's just beginning. And now, with both players eyeing the biggest individual honor outside the Grand Slams, the year-end world #1 ranking, the ATP Finals could be the ultimate decider. For tennis fans, it's a dream scenario. Turin will host the sport's two brightest stars, both in peak form, both hungry for history. Sinner aiming to become the first Italian to finish a season as year-end #1. Alcaraz determined to reclaim his throne and silence the doubters. Querrey's bold take has certainly added fuel to the fire. But whether he's right or wrong, one thing's for sure. The ATP Finals 2025 are about to deliver something unforgettable. Alcaraz may have stumbled in Paris, but if there's one thing he's proven over and over again, it's that he thrives in adversity. Don't be surprised if the same critics calling him out of rhythm this week are praising his resilience in a few days' time. Because when the lights shine brightest and the stakes reach their peak, that's when champions, real champions, show up. And right now, Carlos Alcaraz has everything to play for. That you've been watching Netrush Report, where tennis rivalries turn into legends. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for all the drama from Turin, because this ATP Finals could change tennis history forever.